Welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're reviewing Toronto FC 2, Atlanta United FC 2, as in goals scored, not the teams, of course. 2-2, another draw. TFC still in a playoff spot after the night, and they were lingering on taking another loss, but another draw. 6 draws, 1 win, 1 loss. I'll take it, frankly. I'll take it. Goals are scored as follows. In the 4th minute, Yorgos Giakoumakis scores off the header. Ball crossed in, headed in by Giakoumakis to make it 1-0 for Atlanta. Great header by Giakoumakis as well. Bad defensive play, though. Didn't really check him. Not great. But in the end, Richie Laryea scores a banger of a goal at the top of the box. Fetty plays him in. He gets to the top of the box, takes the shot, blows it past Westberg, his former teammate, at the 43rd minute to make it 1-1. Beautiful goal by Richie Laryea. Fetty, the only person that he trusts is Richie, and for some reason, that worked out right now. Halftime was 1-1. TFC took the draw to half. They got the draw at half, before the half, but took it to half. Second half, 76th minute, Machop Chol scores. Another header off of a cross, another blown coverage. 1-2. Atlanta loves scoring headers on us for some reason recently. 1-2. Beautiful header by Chol. Puts it past Johnson. But in the 90-plus 3rd minute, last kick of the game pretty much, Brandon Servania. Ball played into him by Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Brandon Servania takes a banger past Westberg to make it 2-2. Brandon Servania saves a point. Should we really be celebrating it like it's the MLS Cup? No, but it was a beautiful goal to turn a loss into a draw. So we still are unbeaten in 7. Another draw against Atlanta. 2-2, 3-3 on aggregate. And they have the away goals win if they were to do it by CCL rules. But again, 2-2 on the night. I'll take it. TFC didn't play too badly. That's the thing, though. They didn't play too badly. It's the fact that they made 2 mistakes. They made 2 mistakes in the air, not covering 2 crosses. And that's what caused them a draw instead of a win. But offensively, they played well. Bradley being out was a good thing. I think Bradley sitting on the bench for 90 minutes was a plus. I think Coelho played good for a half. I think Kay played good tonight. I think Servania was man of the match. That goal was beautiful. Insigne played well in his return. I think things overall weren't too bad. I thought Rosted and McNaughton were good overall. I thought Petretta and Laryea were good overall. I'm good with a match. Stats are as follows. 11 shots to 10, 4 shots on goal to 5, 53% possession to 47% possession, 457 passes to 416, 84% pass accuracy to 86, 4 fouls to 11, 3 offside to 3, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0, 7 corners to 3. But I'll take it. I'll take the draw. I'll take it. I'm good with it. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. Now, do I think we should have won that game? Yes. Do I think we definitely pissed away a good chance to win? Yeah, I think 2 mistakes caused us a chance to win. And that sucks. It should have been 2-0. I thought it would be 2-1. 2 bad headers to allow against Chol and Giakoumakis. But other than that, Atlanta were pretty toothless. I didn't see anything out of Atlanta that would say, hey, this is a pretty good side that they deserve a draw. No, I think they smash and grabbed one. Even though you say, but Servania scored late. Technically, Toronto smash and grabbed. Yeah, but I thought they played well overall. I thought Toronto, for all how bad that match looks, I like what I saw. I think besides the 2 defensive mistakes, I don't think there's anything that says Toronto should have lost or drew. Really. And maybe it's always sometimes there's margins, and maybe that's what it is the margins did not go our way. And maybe at some point you have to look at it and say, what we should have done was this. We should have done this. And yeah, that's true. And that is true, 100%. that we should have done things better, we should have done differently, and we should have played a better match. We shouldn't allow those 2 headers. They could have easily defended those. I don't think it was a out of bounds thing. I don't think it was a position where they couldn't have not defended headers. I think they could have, and they didn't. They gave them those. Atlanta's either really good at headers or we're horrible at defending them. Or it could be both. Or it could be a slice of both. I'm not completely sure. But last time we played Atlanta, or 2 times ago we played them in Atlanta, we just completely allowed 4 headers, or a hat trick of headers. I think they all were, actually, but Parada had a hat trick of headers, right? And we lost that game 4-2. Same thing sort of here, where we just softly allowed headers, one after the other, you know, and that's got to be worked on, I believe. I think there's got to be a defensive work on those 2 headers, and we got to realize that we got to jump too. We got to jump, we got to defend, we got to fight for every inch, and they did not do that, and that's why we drew. They fight for those inches, who knows? Maybe it's 2-1. Maybe it's 2-0. Yeah, I'm not happy with it being a draw, even though it was a comeback draw in a way. Twice they came back to draw the game. But, again, what can you do? If the game wasn't horrible, as in if they didn't defend horribly, 2 bad headers allowed. That's it. There were no moments where I felt threatened by Atlanta besides those 2 headers. Those came really quickly. So you look at that situation, you feel like, okay, this could have easily been better. This could have easily been +3 instead of +1. Now, did they lose? No. I'm glad they ended up getting that late goal by Cervania. Great for him. And he played a good game besides that. I think he's man of the match, Brandon Cervania. And we got a good one out of him. To me, Coelho and Cervania should be playing in that midfield. Not Bradley and Kay. Bradley and Kay need to get out of the club, frankly. And that's the way I see it. Or at least back up for now. But right now, Coelho and Cervania are amazing in the midfield. When Oso drops back and Insigne becomes the winger, that's great. Things, I won't say are looking up, but we have both our wingers. We have both Insigne and Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi didn't get hurt to where he had to be pulled. We'll see what happens during the week, of course, leading into Philly. And by the way, we're going to Philly next, so that should be fun. But it'll be interesting to see how things match up and play out, really. I think things will be a very interesting situation over the next couple of weeks because Oso captained well. Bradley was not missed at all. Cervania is amazing. He has been amazing. Coelho as well for a half. Jaquil played damn well for a half. I thought Jaquil was great. Petretta and especially, I guess Oso dropped back and Jaquil dropped back once Insigne came on. But again, Petretta, Larea, Jaquil, they were all great. That back 4 was great. McNaughton played amazingly. I thought he did good in the stead of Hedges, who was in concussion protocol, of course, because he got smacked in the face with a football the week before, and they didn't pull him until the half, I should say. They didn't pull him until the half, but for some reason, it took him that long to pull him, which makes no sense. So you didn't know he had a concussion then. That's one thing I'm really pissed at. They didn't know he had a concussion until the middle of the week before the next match. I'm not a doctor, but I didn't know concussions could just hibernate. So he either had a concussion in that match and he played 40 minutes he shouldn't have played against Nashville, or they were holding him out due to abundance of caution, but they didn't do that until the halftime of the Nashville game. So which is it? That is absolute malpractice. Now, I'm pissed at that Now, McNaughton played well for a half and a full game. He did over the past 2 games. He's played well. I think Lucas McNaughton can start, and it wouldn't be too different. That's not the problem. What I am saying is the malpractice of having Hedges play 40 more minutes and then taking him out, then saying the next week he has a concussion. Yeah, sure. So he either played 40 minutes with a concussion or it was an abundance of caution. But if he could play 40 minutes, why the hell was he not playing tonight? So he actually had to have a concussion. That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense. So, that's all I'm going to say. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. So, yeah, McNaughton played well instead of Hedges, but why he wasn't there, I have to get more context on that. But other than that, I think the team played well. I think Atlanta weren't very furious. I think they were very toothless besides their 2 goals. But again, on those crosses, we need to defend those better. But that's the one big takeaway of this match. Without Almada, Atlanta isn't anything. Atlanta's nothing without Almada. And with crosses, unless they cross the ball and you let them have the header, which is what we did. But other than that, defend headers. That's your takeaway, pretty much. I'll take the draw. I'm not happy with it, but I'm not mad with it. Still unbeaten in 7. 2 draws against Atlanta, who are back. That doesn't seem too bad. But we'll see where that takes us at the end of the season. With that being said, if you like this video, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along of El Trafico and a recap of the Champions League semis, CONCACAF Champions League quarterfinals, and the predictions of the semis. My bad, but said semis instead of quarters, but that first time. But still, we will premiere that 30 minutes after El Trafico, the recap and predictions for Champions League, quarterfinals and semifinals. We will be there. Then Monday, we'll be here for the Canadian Championship predictions, and I'll be here Tuesday for Montreal versus Vaughan Azzurri SC as well. So we got things planned out. Then, of course, the Continental Classico on Wednesday. But I will see you then. We're still a bit busy. Things are going to go crazy. They already are, but still crazy. With that being said, see you then. See you tomorrow. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace.